Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove Podcast and Vinyl Channel. Gonna do another video today about one of those albums that's rare, at least in the US, hasn't been reissued so far, and boggles my mind why it hasn't. So we're gonna focus on it a little bit and see what we can do to raise some awareness and try and get it reissued. Coming right up. So with all of the reissuing going on in the past 10 years or so, and a lot of hits packages and even some live albums getting reissued, there's a couple that remain a mystery to me why they haven't been reissued. So I've done a couple of videos on that, and today is no exception. Another one that it just puzzles me why it hasn't been reissued is Queen live at Wembley. Fantastic performance. Even the Live Aid performance from the year before this has been issued as part of the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack on vinyl, and for some reason this set continues to get ignored. And this one here I got off of Discogs probably 8 or 10 years ago, and I ordered it from Europe. It is easier to come by over in other countries, but for whatever reason there was no US pressing of it that I'm aware of. There might have been. Leave a comment below if there was and I missed it. But it's never been repressed in the US, that's for sure, which is a crime. This is a fantastic performance from all 4 members of Queen at the height of their power. And Freddie is, of course, on fire. Just absolutely commanding performance at Wembley. The package itself, I would assume if we ever get a reissue, will be similar to this. Very plain Jane gatefold, but still a great picture of all 4 members of Queen from the show. This is a complete show. They did 2 nights at Wembley, and there's a lot of opinions out there about if they used the best songs from each night for it, or if they did a lot of reissues, or a lot of overdubbing rather, to make this set list. But this is one of those things that for me, I know a lot of live albums have tinkering on them. I'm okay with it as long as it's not completely intrusive and doesn't come across as live. This performance very much comes across as live to me, and it's the one that I've been listening to my whole life, so it's very easy for me to ease into it and just accept the tracks that are on there. The inners on this are pretty cool. You got the whole track list there, along with production notes and whatnot. Then a great picture of Freddie holding court at Wembley Stadium, and then a fantastic overhead shot of the massive crowd that was at Wembley Stadium for Queen's performance, along with the ticket stub, which is pretty sweet. As far as the actual performances on here, there's just not a lot to disparage here. They open with a killer version of One Vision, Tie Your Mother Down, another one Bites the Dust, a fantastic version of Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You is fire, fantastic version of Radio Gaga, Under Pressure is also just fantastic on here. It's a great live set as a whole. So again, this is one I don't understand why this hasn't been reissued. Hopefully, maybe at the timing of the filming of this video, it hadn't been reissued. Maybe it will be soon. It'll get on the calendar and get out there. I really think this is one that if you've never heard this, you can at least stream it for now. Fantastic live album that really needs to get into more hands. And the other thing that I would mention about it is I did a video on a Tesla album that included a lot of covers. That's the only thing I can think as to why this album hasn't been reissued, is they do a couple of covers in the middle, some 50s style covers, You're So Square, Baby I Don't Care, Tutti Frutti. It's the only thing that I can think is maybe that's holding up the re-release. That's a crime. If so, hopefully those rights get worked out. But if you're interested in it and you haven't heard it, Queen live at Wembley 1986, definitely an album that is in dire need of a repress. Thanks for watching.